Hey there, this is Marxist. We're going to do a floaty review here of UGC Platinum game. You'll note that Indust and Pure are in this game. So, Frontline Bait wanted a review of his team's behavior, and I'm going to do this floaty style to show you how I actually watch. So I'm sorry if visually this demo review is upsetting. So we got this scout here who's doing exactly what he should do. Sadly, the roamer goes in a little hard, but this scout down here does not help him, and neither does the pocket because they're busy. So you basically got ruined on that mid because your roamer threw his life away for nothing. So you got to be bombing every time is fine, but you've got to know that you're in the situation to do it and that the team can and does follow up. I actually really like what this scout does here, the one with the hair. So Tickler, I think. Yeah, Tickler did a good job there of slowing them down enough that they didn't just run straight at your med. So they're gonna do a thing here where they just Uber in. So that's a little bit of hubris or Euro influence. And we do have a heavy now, so that's good. I was a little worried when I saw two scouts, but that's fine. And now you're just gonna reset. So you don't need to get baited into them. You can't push out, or there was not going to be a push out. So either they're going to get careless and you get a kill. No. So yeah, you don't need to fight them. You're holding last. You're going to have to get 2 or 3 kills without losing anybody for it to be worth your while. That's just not possible. So you stay on your side of the tiny doorway and make them come through it to you instead of trying to go through the tiny doorway on them. And it actually looks like they're winning here. Indus sells out to get the Uber Saw. Soldier versus Scout, the Dread duel. And a Soldier versus Soldier, the not quite so Dread duel. Alright, so there we go. I like to fly around a lot too. So we're gonna go back to mid. Well, actually, I ought to watch to make sure rollouts aren't abysmal. Nah, I mean, this is an easy rollout, so that's not that huge of a problem. Okie dokie, here we go. Our scouts split again. Both soldiers come out lower. They're actually really slow this time. Oh, come on, soldier on the ground. You gotta do stuff here. Oh, the demo's so hurt. Okay, there we go. So we got their demo. Now you just need to take high ground. Demo needs to move up off the ground. There we go. Soldier had the right idea. Med got a little exposed, but the scouts follow up. They were late, but that's okay. Yeah, we don't need to run into them here. They're fine. Your med is alive. So it's fine to run at them if you're all together. There was a bit of splitting up there, and that makes me queasy. But you're okay here. This demo should die. Come on, Tickler. Oh, Tickler. Tickler. Oh, he forces their Uber. That's fine. So you've got spawn advantage here. I don't know why you popped. Maybe to save your demo. I would have let him die. Because you've got Uber advantage. They're not going to push on you, most likely. Now, they are down a demo, so I would advocate pushing. It seems the problem here is there are people wanting to push. They simply have all gone different ways. So whoever the main caller is needs to sort what door you're all going to try to get through, and you do it, and if it doesn't work, you back up. You can't have people trying to go to all different doors, and again, you have to go through a tiny doorway, and 9 times out of 10, you die going through the tiny doorway. So they're going to pop here. You can set up your lobby hold, that'll be fine. And the push comes through the flank, so they were a little caught off guard. And there's a back cap. Is the back cap still going? I don't know. You've yoinked them back though, and you've gotten some kills, so that's fine. Now I'm gonna fight. This soldier is really up close and no one is with him. We gotta get up close to him. See, we're shooting at different people here. You can't be doing that. Alright, but you both win your 1v1s. One was against a med, but now we're dead. So, Med's trying to cap the point. Soldier didn't want the free medic kill, I guess. And you now have lots of Uber advantage on Indust, so that's good. I would hang back further on this, because you know they're going to try to do stupid stuff to you, because you're a few down and you don't have a demo. So your ability to lock them out is not very good. Yeah. Well, let's see. We're still winning here. Don't back up. We got our team now. We good. Alright, now it's time to start moving up. Because you've got your Uber advantage. It's time to go. Don't you piddle this away. We're going different ways. Don't need to do that. Just pick a door and go. Pick a door and go. Alright, we're in. Cow them. You should know that you need to kill Indust. Nobody makes any attempt to kill Indust. He gets Uber. Now you're all dead. If you were faster on that, you wouldn't need to worry about it. So once you're at like 80%, as soon as that fight calmed down, you needed to start moving out. Where be frontline bait? Oh, in the flank. That's fine. So, as soon as you were at like 80, that's my policy. Every time you hit 80%, get ready to move. If you know you're gonna try to push with your Uber advantage. Because then you'll get it like right as you get to where you're going, as opposed to getting your Uber, walking up, letting them get Uber, and then pushing in, thinking you have Uber advantage. And also, you don't need to go through different doors. Like, stagger it, yeah, like one guy goes, then another, so that you don't all die in a sticky trap all at once, but you don't want to split up, because that leads to bad. Alright, they're one down already. They don't want to fight you. Well, they do want to fight you, actually. They think they're really good. So, run away. Oh, I don't know why you popped your Uber. Let's see. No, I'm still confused. We need to get on the point here. The point's where we need to be. Like, see, we're not together. You got one guy down here, one guy all the way over there, and one guy over here, and you're over there. You could not be more spread out. You need to stay together and shoot the same people. If you notice you're by yourself, you have made a mistake. Unless you're the medic running away. Okay, so now we're here. We've got a scout at mid, poor Tickler. I guess he got out. Oh cool, he got a kill even. So that should be a push. I don't like going through lobby. Good, good, yeah. Going lower is preferred. They are not going to fight you. Alright. I would stack this because it would deny... There's a pause. Because it would deny Pure his forward... We're not Pure. Their demo his forward spawn. But I'm gonna try and find the end of this pause. Alright, we're back. So, my HUD is broken. And that's just gonna be how it is for a little bit here. There. It's still busted. Unless Endus just isn't charging. So we're gonna watch some skateball here. STV stats. Blue lost their Uber advantage. Ripping pizza. It was a 12-second advantage. It's pretty good. But now you're gonna go anyways because they bled a player. So here we go. We've got a different demo now. The problem is Endust has not popped yet. So you guys need to put a higher premium. When you go in for solo Ubers or Ubers when it might be close, you gotta get at them to make them pop. because they're not going to give that Uber away for free. Your demo's by himself. Oh, soldier comes to his rescue. You might be able to skate your way in here. Now you're skating, Frontline bait, is a mark of pride. The longer you skate, the longer you live, the better. Oh, skate fight. Oh, you snatched it. Alright, so that's 1-to-1. That's fine. Yeah, just need a better premium on getting their Uber pop. The best way to do it is shoot at the med. In that situation where you know they've got Uber. I don't know, maybe you forgot because of the pause. But, and then there was another situation where you didn't go aggressively enough at the medic during some of these pushes. Alright, our scouts aggressively take high ground and then run away. One is very hurt though, I see, maybe. Alright, we're gonna stand here and spam. You win. Good, good. So that's a good stand here and spam, man. Uh-oh. Don't you split up, guys. Alright. See, you kind of played together. Now this scout running forward, I'm okay-ish with that. My HUD's still foobar. So I could reload, but I'd have to like get the perfect tick and all that, and the jump cut in the video would be bad. I don't really need it. Let's go inspect and dust real quick. He does not seem to have Uber, so we should see a push. Should see a push. Where are you at? Alright. You lost your Uber advantage. Okay, so you thought they had it, so that's fine. He didn't die. Alright, so now they're gonna try to push. All you gotta do to stop it, though, is to get one kill. Yeah, this is fine. Go, go, go. It's go time. Are we going? Oh, you hurt that scout pretty bad too. Now you've lost your window. No. You can't rocket jump at a heavy. If your soldier rocket jumps at a spun up heavy, you just let him die. There's nothing you can do. And now you sell out super hard to pop their Uber, and you've got to run all the way out. And now you're just essentially having to hope they screw this up real bad. It doesn't look like your demo's going to get there in time to really have an effect on the fight, so that's over. Well, he got a kill. But no. No kill. So we're at 50-50 here. You still have the initiative because you hold mid, so I'm gonna go to the flank here and watch what they're doing real quick. Where's our roamer at? What is he doing? Just practicing his jumps, I guess. Yeah, so there he is. We should see him do stuff now. Yep, here we go. Now we're spamming rockets and not doing stuff. It's on you to push. You have mid, so you have the respawn advantage. Yeah, they're playing it pretty good. Their second defense is pretty solid. Pretty much the only viable ways to push are here and here. Lobby sucks because of the bridge. You get knocked off the bridge and you're screwed. I'm a proponent of just bombing both soldiers to this area here from the side. That usually works out pretty good. You're gonna catch somebody. Now, one thing I would criticize here is if you look, you guys you're trying to get a push going and you're not giving yourself enough of a break. When you try to do these pushes and you find that you as a medic have a lot of heal to give to somebody, like you had that soldier at 45 or 43 and there was just no way for you to deal with them effectively and heal the rest of the team, you need to say stop. and get everybody to back up and reset. Because you still have spawn advantage, nobody's Uber's been popped, you're fine. You can try again in a little bit. So don't let that situation got out of control. And you don't want to have that. So this is going to be really tough to hold. They should be here already. There they are. Alright. So you're going to have to hold last. If you're going to try to fight this point, the easiest way is to come out of this door. Because it's awfully rare for demos to sticky it. And if they do, it doesn't matter. It's a shutter door. Need to get on the point or we're not going to stop it. Oh, we got a guy that won health. And our demo's really hurt. Yeah, so I don't besmirch you for giving up on that, but you can't just stand in here and spam. The only way out is you've got to go this way and then jump them. Alright, so they're going to Uber in here, bounce them around. Pure is going to die. Your pocket's actually being aggressive with this Uber, which I like. And they are now 2 down. So that's time to go. Let's see if every door gets covered. So far, everyone's gone through the same doors. Let's see, is there gonna be... Nope. So, you gotta check these doors here. Alright, let's go out to this fight, though. So they're bombing you hard. You're gonna get the kill, though. No, we're done now. We're gonna lose the round. Yep. You gave up too much over that. You can't just stand on the point. You have to push up and lock them out. So, send a soldier and a scout to the respective corners of the map and make sure they can't get up to you. This map especially, because most players are going to want to go lobby to get to second. It's really easy for a single soldier, even an unbuffed single soldier, to just keep them in there. And then they've got to try and push him from flank. And the guy up there on the bridge is safe from the flank usually, because they're so far away from you. Indus getting thrown around. Actually gonna force now. And there we go. So they're focusing you hard there. But you kill them, Med 2. Demo's kind of in trouble here. I think he's just reloading. Yeah, they're gonna walk on the point and win. Yeah, yourselves be bullied. Okay. Next, Miad. Oh wow, they are really early. Okay, that's fine that your roamer's in, but someone else has to go in too. Nobody went in with him. So as you can see, Skyrola, very hurt. Now he's not very hurt. And, oh, you get Indus, but they immediately kill your medic because they're several former invite players, so they know the rules. And no sooner do you kill Indus than your med dies. And as often happens, the Operation Kill Their Medic causes spontaneous organization to occur, and they win the mid. You have no business. You know, no business being up here. That was a convincing mid win. Unless you're trying to go for a sneaky play, but in this situation you don't need to go for a sneaky play because their med died at mid, so you're actually not in that bad of a situation. So it's up to them to decide what they want to do. I'm sad that you have 2 scouts. Babies cry and kittens die every time 2 scouts stay at last. You gotta have at least one, at least go sniper. Like everybody wants to do that. What's wrong with your scouts? Do they not want to have fun? Play sniper? Uh-oh. That was clearly not called. So, Yeah, your roamer here can't get distracted. You gotta stay staring. You gotta stay staring at that door. So we're in trouble now. Many dead. Uber disadvantage. Trying to bounce people. Also, we still have 2 scouts. So that's rough. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're gonna kill any of them. Yeah. So maybe if you had a heavy, or an NG, or a sniper, you could have got a kill. I commend their desire to stay scout. That's fine and good and positive, except for when you're at last. Don't need to have 2 scouts at last, pretty much ever. You're playing the game in hard difficulty when you do that. Oh, good job on your scout to run at that. That was a good try to run at their demo, and your roamer follows it up. Nice air shots too. And now it's just a demo and med, sadly. So I didn't see anything awful that mid. That was like a good try to do the right thing.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
I assume Tickler's respawn, yeah.
Doc, come on, man. Time has been added.
And Dust not building very well. So there's no way for you to know that. So I assume you're gonna play passive, which is fine and cool. No. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it says you lost super advantage there, but there's no way you could know. Well, they have a sniper still, so you're fine. I would not panic. You did the right thing having your demo leave here.
The control point is being captured.
Oh, don't you run away. So this is when the team needs to counter push. Not necessarily into lobby, though. That's hard. Just as long as we all do it the same way. So, we should push. They're 1 down. But not through lobby. That's hard. Let's see what's doing down here. Yeah. You got Indust. I mean, that's pretty good. What should have happened is 1 player stays here, probably your roamer, and the rest of the team goes down here, and your pocket goes peekaboo and kills their team. That's what should have happened in that push. Just show that you're spamming up there and rotate real quick. And then that's called the getting rotated on. And that's pretty much how you want to try to push in this game when you don't have Uber. So don't stay static on the bridge. Rotate. Rotate when it's your time to go. Because that demo would have probably stayed up in there. It would have been easy. I don't know if he had it trapped, but alternatively, you can go all the way behind them and they wouldn't have noticed. So you could do that as well. So we're at a slight Uber disadvantage here. Don't know that it'll matter. Pure is trying to relive his European pocket days and playing sniper. His ping is normal, so back in the day he played pocket in Europe and occasionally he would go sniper because of how laggy he was. It gave him a slight advantage. If you've ever played against a very laggy sniper shooting you behind the wall. So we're counting the 2 scout tragedy right now. I don't mind where you're standing though, that's fine. That's alright. It just keeps bad things from happening. Don't need to be so adventurous, roamer. Bad things happen to adventurous people. Curiosity killed the cat and so forth. Oh wow! Brazen hubris. I guess Pierre got bored of being sniper. Oh. So if you're gonna run 2 scouts on your last hold, which is suboptimal by far, they should at least be able to rotate over quickly. That's why you need to get in the habit of all going the same way. You wouldn't have got forced there if a scout had just plus forwarded the demo. So, gotta have clear comms about that. And your scouts, if you're gonna run 2 scouts, they gotta be rotating the doors. At least one of them. I could understand if one of them was a heavy or an NG standing in spawn and they weren't there to help, like that would make sense. But if you're gonna play scout, you can't be letting that happen. So I think, yep, so that will be time. And he said the second half was just a quick 1-0, which ended the game. So that happens. You were playing against players with a lot more experience than you. And, you know, you would hope. You would hope, since Pure was a world champion, and maybe Indus too, was a world champion, that they would be able to beat you when you're in your legit UGC Platinum team. So, but hey, you got a round. It didn't look that ugly. So here are my few points. Things you need to work on. At mid, if your roamer is gonna bomb, he needs to make sure that somebody's prepared to follow him up. If that means that he has to call that he's bombing every time so that either the pocket or another scout knows to help him, that's fine, but you can't just be bombing to bomb, because then the problem with that is that you depend then on the roamer to get a kill, and that is hard. So you want to try to plan for as many options as possible. So try and get somebody to be able to follow it up. The roamer actually did a good job following up damage, so that's encouraging. Your social services scout performed as adequately. It didn't work out the time that they did try to serve papers to the mama bear, but they did the right thing. And the roamer ended up cleaning up the work and getting out. So you just need to focus on making sure that no damage that you do is not unfollowed. So keep people together. And if somebody runs into the other team, the rest of the team needs to close the gap between themselves and that player so that you can effectively render them aid instead of watching them run headfirst into people and standing on the point and spamming. Either that player doesn't need to run forward, or you all need to run forward. You gotta, even if it's the wrong call at the time, you gotta do it together, or that guy's gonna die and no one's gonna follow up his damage and it'll have been for nothing. Or he's gonna get a couple kills and then die, and you could have wiped him instead. So, you know, there's all these different situations that could arise. Secondly, when you're pushing, you need to call a door. Whoever the main caller is needs to call a door. And that's code word for there are typically only 2.5, or 3 doors per map. And whatever door I call, you can only go through one of the other ones. So, for example, on Badlands, if I want to push through Choke, the only other door that you're allowed to go through is Patio. That way the team stays together. Otherwise, they're going to get split up. Don't fan out. Stay together, stay close to the medic. The team spread out a lot, and they got away from you, and when you're fighting, if you notice a player starting to get significantly far away from you, Frontline bait, you need to get them back in. Bring them over. So, that's the only thing I'd work on. Make sure you call which door you're going through very clearly and decisively and early. I mean, it really doesn't matter what door you push as long as you do it. And That way people know to hang around that door or the door nearest to it to come in and help. And never go off by yourself. And when you're in transition fights, don't spread too far from the team. If it applies to medics too. If you're standing too far in the back, that's when you're gonna die. Because when the scout or whoever jumps you, you're gonna be too far behind for your team to effectively render you aid. Whereas if you're too far forward or too far to the left or the right, same thing happens. Your teammates cannot help you because you're too far. So, gotta stop doing that. There were a couple times where that was pretty punishing to you guys. And also, rotate for pushes. Don't just stand and have a spam fight in the crappiest door in the current rotation, hoping that you'll luck a kill. You need to rotate to take advantage of them being complacent. And then, what else was there? There was one other thing I felt like, scouts at last. If your scouts are not constantly running back and forth in a rotation bothering you, then you don't need to have 2 scouts at last. Especially the time where their demo just stood in there and watched and then spammed stickies at you and the scouts weren't there in time. You should just have a heavy or an NG or a sniper. The sniper probably would have been best for that situation. But you should pretty much always have a util that just switches off after every push if you're gonna move up. Cause like it's better. So you should do that. And if they complain that heavy or NG or sniper isn't very fun, just remind them that this isn't about fun, it's about winning, and winning is very fun actually. So they'll bite the bullet if they want it bad enough. So yeah, I think that's all that I really saw. So you're on the cusp. There's a few things, a few kinks to work out, and you'll pretty much have it down. I saw a lot of good stuff, so hopefully I pointed out some of the good, and can help you work through some of the bad. So that's it for this demo review. If you want your own demo to be reviewed on the channel, or you want something to be casted, send it to my email, which will be in the description below for the video. And, well, until next time, take care.